Hey guys, Max here. Hope everybody's doing well. I was just having morning coffee, thinking about my next videos or the ones I'm working on now, and I thought, what if I started a little mini series of just morning coffee with Max's models? And after I do my physical therapy in the morning, I have my coffee and decide what I'm going to do on my videos. I didn't know if you guys might enjoy that. It would just be sort of me, totally extemporaneous, just me talking about videos I've got in mind or other model related stuff. Right now, I have about 4 or 5 I'm toying with. I'm putting the finishing touches on the trumpeter. I hope to record the audio today or tomorrow, but I have physical therapy this afternoon. So uh, let's see. Then probably going to do a short one on AVI models because finished that puss moth that Mr. Gelston sent me from England. Thanks again, Mr. Gelston. Then let's see, I was thinking about doing one on kit model companies in the Ukraine because I actually made a video like that and didn't like it, trashed it. Now I'm sorry I did because I could have used the resource material. Uh, the Ukraine has, was it the Czech Republic or the Ukraine? I'm sorry, I want to do both, the Ukraine and the Czech Republic, because if I remember, I'm just trying to go back, remember, the Czech Republic has 9.5 million people and 11 kit model companies. That's one kit model company per 900,000 people. When I become the dictator of Earth, that's going to be one of my first edicts. Every country has to have at least one model company per million people. And Ukraine's a little bit higher, but they have a lot of model companies too. And of course, I'm still trying to get enough information to put together ones on the smaller Japanese companies like Shanso, and I've got a lot of the material for Nito. I need to get off my butt and get working on that one. And Midori and a bunch of others. I just can't find much information other than what's on ScaleMates. And oh gosh, so many other plans I got in mind. I've had several requests to detail my model collection, so that'll be a snooze, but I'll probably do it, and probably be one of those information overload videos. A lot of people ask me what my favorite models are to build, and I'm going to have to say at the top of the list is World War II aircraft. There's a big shock. But I got asked recently what was my favorite World War II fighter plane. Man, that was a thinker because I like so many for so many reasons. I think we all do. In the end, I came up with a tie between the P-40 and the Grumman F-4F Wildcat because both of them were there when America needed them at the beginning of the war, before the war. And they both served to the bitter's end, and it's bitter's end, by the way. It's according to my nautical buddies, which has to do with the apparently the on a ship, an old sailing ship, what us landlubbers would call a rope or a line. Sailors called a sheet. A sheet is not a sail. A sheet is a rope that holds a sail. Or that's my understanding. And they would burn the end of them so they would not unfray, and or tie it off. And then, as I have been told, what would happen is sometimes these things would literally get out of hand. The wind would blow, and the sailors would be trying to hang on to it, and they would hold on to it till the bitter's end. There's some nautical lore for you, and what I just said is not correct, put it in the comment sections, correct me. This is just what I've been told by some old salts and read on the internet. So anyway, I figure these videos would last about the length of a cup of coffee, and that way they wouldn't be too long and be annoying, and it's just going to be random thoughts. By the way, I'm in my living room. If you look over my shoulder, you can see some of my collection of model rocketry. That entire wall is dedicated to the lunar program. Oh, by the way, there's something. I'm going to get started on my big 196 Saturn V that's been sitting on the shelf since probably before I was married. And my wife and I are coming up on our 15th wedding anniversary, and I married late in life, which is probably, when you see a house full of model airplanes and stuff, not particularly shocking. Anyway, let's see, what else? Oh yeah, I also have the Papercraft paper launch umbilical tower. I got them to go together because I'll show you later. I have a picture, a gigantic picture of the Saturn V up on the red launch umbilical tower. I think it's just the most beautiful piece of industrial, both art and industrial manufacturing. A 363 foot tall Swiss watch. and I'll probably talk about in nauseating detail. I'm sure I'll do a video on it. Um, I set aside a year to get that whole project done, but the research I've been doing online really shouldn't take that long, but I'm inclined to be lazy. So I'll probably go over my collection, which is pretty straightforward stuff. I'm still trying to get up with the guys at Atlantis and Glencoe about doing some interviews. These guys are busy running a company, so we'll get to it when we get to it. And still working on the one about, I have enough material to do a video on mold making, but I really don't want to do that until I've gotten to talk to the guys in more detail, because you always wind up leaving something out you learned later. Like, oh, if I just waited, it would have been such a better video if we'd had that one kernel of information. What else? Oh gosh, so many thoughts running through my brain. It's hard to lasso one of them. It's like herding buffalo. Tracking my thoughts down, I mean. Anyway, well, I'm just about out of coffee. I didn't have a full cup when I started this one. So I'm going to go ahead and post this without any editing. And I want to thank everybody once again for all the great comments and the feedback. And by the way, that last video, a couple folks noticed that it was moving back and forth. The photo, the zoom was kind of, I did that on my cell phone. So, which is actually what I'm doing this on. I'm trying to keep it low tech and simple. Just keep it fun and impromptu. If you guys want to shoot me some questions, go ahead. Oh, by the way, there is one thing. Well, I can't. It's on my cell phone, which I'm videotaping this. I just got contacted by a gentleman named Guillermo in Argentina. Apparently, he's trying to write a book about model building. So, since my wife is from Venezuela, I thought I would go ahead and craft an answer and have her translated into Spanish, so it'd be easier for him to read and prevent any miscommunication. And so that might make an interesting project. I would like to help him out. So Guillermo, if you happen to see this, buenos dias, and I will see you later. And guys, I'm just about out of coffee. Coffee, good. And we will see you guys later. Have a great day. Build happy. Be safe.